You guys asked for it, and here is the video about Italian food in the US that is not really Italian or that does not exist in Italy. But first, I wanted to talk about some basic rules of what Italian food really is comprised of. And it's super simple, two rules. We cook very seasonally, so whatever is in season are usually the ingredients that we prefer and choose that will give your dishes a fresh taste, and you do not need to use sauces and heavy condiments. And the second rule, simplicity. Everything is very simple, so all the flavor just naturally bursts out of your dishes. But first, I would like to take a moment to thank Skillshare for sponsoring us today, but more on that later. So, what are some foods that are super popular in the United States as being authentic Italian foods that do not exist in Italy? The first one is pasta, pizza with chicken. Over it, under it, next to it, it's just not a thing. We do not put chicken on pizza. We do not put chicken on pasta, under pasta, next to pasta. We just do not do that. They are two completely separate dishes. Pasta meaning the first dish, and a chicken dish might be your second dish. Also, in Italy, it might come to a surprise to you, we do not eat as much poultry as we do in the United States. I don't know why, but it's just not a super popular thing. We prepare some chicken dishes, but generally the thought on chicken is that it's kind of bland and blah and not very exciting. This might shock you, but one thing that does not exist in Italy is garlic bread. Garlic bread is not a thing in Italy. Side note, I do love it now that I live here, but you will not find that in Italy. I think the first place that I had garlic bread in was actually in the United States. I think Germany has a version of it, but Italians do not have garlic bread, which kind of piggyback on another issue is that many people have the misconception that Italians cook with a ton of garlic and onion. The truth is, we are very conservative with our garlic. We do not use a ton of it. Usually, we do not put it in tomato sauce for pasta. We might put it in other sauces. Also, it's just a little bit, just to give the hint, the flavor. We don't put 10 or 12 cloves of garlic in one dish. And for the most part, you will not find the garlic. We use it to flavor the oil, let it cook a little bit, and then we toss the garlic and just keep the flavor, the oils that the garlic release inside the olive oil. That's what gives it the taste. The only exception is the original bruschetta. Bruschetta, not bruschetta, is that we take the bread, we toast it, you take your little clove of garlic and you gently rub it on the toasted bread, and that's it. You do not cut big chunks. So for your bruschetta, you can use some actual raw garlic. Just like chicken is a huge no-no on pizza, you already know what I'm gonna say next. And I know this is gonna bring haters united down in the comments below, but it's okay. Pineapple, it's not a thing in Italy. Actually, some chef will get full on offended if you ask for pineapple on pizza. Pineapple is a fruit. We do not put it on pizza. Here in the United States now, I even see pizza that has Nutella and banana on it. At that point, it's dessert. But no, pizza for us is very traditional, and no pineapple on pizza. If you eat pineapple on pizza, I don't know if we can be friends. I'm joking. But yeah, pineapple on pizza is not a thing. What is Italian dressing? Yeah, that's another not a thing. So in Italy, usually for dressing for our salads, we do not have a million choices like here. We have a dressing, salad dressing, which is usually super simple. It is good quality olive oil, balsamic vinegar, or sometimes white vinegar, a little pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper. Some people will just do olive oil and a little bit of lemon, but that is it. We do not have creamy salad dressing, and Italian dressing and all of that. Our salad gets dressed very simply. Also, we usually do not eat a salad as the main course of a meal. So the dressing is not like here where it gets really creative and fancy and just out of control. Out of control. And speaking of authentic Italian cuisine, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring us today. Many of you probably know by now how much I enjoy Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of classes on a variety of topics. From Italian language to Italian food, I have received a ton of value from all the classes I've been taking on Skillshare, and there is still so much more for me to learn and explore. I am currently finishing a class called Basic Italian Cooking Skills by Luca La Rosa. He is an Italian chef, and this class is phenomenal. It's packed with valuable information and very easy to follow recipe. Whether you would like to explore a new topic, improve your Italian cooking skills, or you're simply looking to expand your knowledge on a skill you already have, I definitely recommend taking a look at what Skillshare has to offer. To try Skillshare for yourself, or perhaps to give it as a gift to someone you care about, I have a special offer for you today. The first 1,000 of you to use the link in the description box below will receive a 1 month free of Skillshare Premium membership. Thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. This is gonna shock everybody because it even shocked me because I had to do some researches because I try to bring you the most factual information I can find, and it is ketchup pasta. So yes, in the United States, some people will use ketchup instead of tomato sauce. But are you ready for this truth bomb that was like, that really existed in Italy? People did ketchup pasta during the economic crisis. That is because sauce, red sauce, tomato sauce, was way more expensive than ketchup. However, our ketchup is not the ketchup that you find here. We call it conserva, and it's a really thick, a little bit acidic tomato paste. So why it's similar to ketchup, that's probably it. But yes, that existed. You will not find it today. And I almost would say that most Americans wouldn't even eat that here in the US. Just like garlic bread doesn't exist in Italy, you know what else doesn't exist in Italy? The bread that they bring out to the table with the vinegar and olive oil dipping. Not a thing. So they might bring you out some bread, but usually not. But yeah, we do not dip our bread in olive oil and vinegar. If it's a really good bread, if it's a, depending what dish you order, there might be some bread and you can put a drizzle of olive oil on top, but it's not there to be dipped. Here we go again with this Alfredo. A lot of you left some amazing comments about the origins of Alfredo pasta sauce. But just like Alfredo doesn't exist in Italy, neither does vodka sauce, spaghetti meatball. All of those do not exist in Italy. So do not ask for them. There is an exception. In Naples, they will do spaghetti with meatballs, but they're not meatballs. They're like this big and they're kind of part of the meat sauce. So it's not spaghetti meatball. You will not get 3 giant balls of meat in your spaghetti. We generally do not have pasta salad per se. We have some pasta dishes that are served at room temperature, but pasta salad is not a thing. We do not put broccoli on our pasta. That's just not happening. And also another thing that we do not do is our pastas are not drenched in sauce. The dish, the star of the plate is the pasta. The sauce is the accent, is what makes it delicious, but you still want to taste the pasta. So usually when we make any dish that has a sauce, it's not sitting at the bottom of the plate. It's not drenched in it. It's just really a marriage made in heaven of sauce and pasta. There is a balance. So don't drench your pasta in sauce. You know what else is not a thing? Chicken parmesan, shrimp parmesan. Just the word shrimp and parmesan should be illegal in the same sentence because we never put parmesan cheese on seafood dishes. That will just give you away as a tourist. If you order any seafood dish, any seafood pasta, and ask for Parmesan cheese, you have a scarlet letter. They're gonna know you are a tourist. The only Parmesan that exists is the melanzana alla parmigiana, which is the eggplant Parmesan. But chicken Parmesan, shrimp Parmesan, no, just walk away. Run, run. To build on the prior is another thing that we do not do in Italy. We don't just slap mozzarella and Parmesan cheese on anything and call it Italian. That seems to be a trend here. They just put a ball of mozzarella or some shaved Parmesan and they call it Italian this, Italian that. There is time and place for mozzarella, for Parmesan. It's not used like crazy, like here it's almost in every dish. There are certain dishes that have it and certain dishes that don't. So keep that in mind, that you cannot just put mozzarella on it and call it an Italian dish. Just to make sure you guys really understand it, a note on pizza. Hawaiian pizza, the pineapple one. It's not a thing. Meatball pizza, it's not a thing. Also, pepperoni pizza, it's not a thing. Pepperoni, we describe it as that disgusting salami. Pepperoni to us is actually a vegetable, bell pepper. Also, salame on pizza, it's usually not a thing. We will have prosciutto on pizza, we will have cooked ham. Some pizza will have a certain cut of salame, but is not what you think. So those pizzas don't exist in Italy. Also, another one that doesn't really exist in Italy, that here is called margherita. It's when they put the fresh tomato slices and the pieces of garlic and the basil. That is not a margherita. Margherita is the most simple pizza in the world. It's also the best one. It's just your pizza pie. On top of it, you put the tomato sauce that is made for the pizza, a little drizzle of olive oil, a very light thing of mozzarella, and some basil leaves. That is it. All the flavors are supposed to marry together in harmony. It smells delicious and it's the most simple pizza but also the most popular, and it's my favorite. And do not ask for the garlic dip for your pizza. This is another video that could last hours, but these are the top things that came to mind as what is considered Italian or authentic Italian, and it's not. So what did you guys think? I know there are a million other dishes that are considered to be traditional Italian, but they are not. I want to know from you if you have anything to add, if any of those food shocked you. Maybe you thought they were Italian and they are not. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. I will see everybody next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and have a beautiful week, everybody. Bye. Can you let mommy record one video and not be a terror?